You ready to go flying? Let's go flying, all right?
I was very excited to get a call from Aldo and Martine about the opportunity to fly 7 Hotel Echo again. This is the same beautiful airplane we flew all the way from Zephyr Hills back to Fort Lauderdale Executive a few months back. Now it had a brand new paint job and it needed to go back to Fort Lauderdale Executive. I was aware that Hotel Echo was at Opelika for a while now, and I knew that it was getting a paint job, but I hadn't seen it up until now. Everything went fine with the pre-flight. I had tried to remember a lot of the things that the former owner had told me about the personality of 7 Echo Hotel, and did my best to remember those things and do those things. We had a rough sounding engine taxiing all the way to the run-up area. The engine was misfiring. I just assumed it was cold. And I could say that because of my years of flying, I've had engines that ran rough on me during a taxi to the run-up area. But I intended to get all of that straightened out during the engine run-up. I assumed also that I had somehow fouled the spark plugs, but I already knew how to clear them up, so it was not an issue to me. But I became very disappointed when I got to the run-up area and found that I could not clear the fouled spark plugs. The engine continued to run rough on both magnetos and even in idle, and I couldn't get full power. There was obviously something else going on here. I was kind of disappointed because now there was no way that I was going to fly this airplane. It was a beautiful evening for a nice flight, but safety had to come first. I was losing sunlight. It was going to end up being a night flight. I just wanted to be on the safe side, have them look at the airplane, and I rescheduled to fly it out in the morning. I was back at the airport bright and early the next morning, and it was a beautiful morning at that, considering that it had rained and thunderstormed all night. I did an extensive pre-flight because of that. This airplane is incredible, ready to go. I'm excited to take it back to FXC. I'm excited to fly it today, and I'm excited to get going.
Okay, the adventure begins. Look, there is a bee inside the airplane. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, I'm out of here. Yo. Okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a bee had beat me into the airplane, beat me into the cockpit. Now the dilemma was how to get it out. I didn't want to kill it, and I did not want to get stung. Oh boy.
Gotta get the bee out. You cannot fly with a bee in the airplane. Wow.
Okay, so I was able to get the bee out of the airplane without harming it. He flew out on his own, and I ran away to get out of his way. And I took a picture from this distance. Don't judge me. But the fun only lasted momentarily. I jumped in the airplane after the bee had left and started it up and started a taxi, only to realize that I had no left brake. I could not turn the airplane to the left. So I did my best to get it stopped and shut it down.
So let me go and get some help, and hopefully we can be wheels up in a minute, all right?
It didn't look good. Immediately coming out of the airplane, I saw brake fluid leaking. I went and got some help, and these guys didn't give me great news. And on top of that,
look at that. That is coming in. You can see it here. Look, that stuff is coming. So hopefully they can get done before that stuff reaches here. We're going to be grounded for real. Pilot body. Things you have to deal with when trying to fly airplanes. Pray the Lord, hold that weather back just enough so I can get out of here. I want to go flying. They're making progress, but also look what's happening. Ooh. I'm thinking they should be done in another couple of minutes. They're bleeding it now. They had to go in the hood and all that. Check the brake fluid level and all. That stuff is moving in. It's coming in from the southeast. I have to go northeast and north. I can outrun it once I get airborne. And I'm thinking if that stuff there to the east cuts me off, I might have to take it out west and go around the back way. Whew, man, look at that. Oh, they're almost done though. So it will soon become an issue of go, no go. Believe you me, I'm gonna make the right decision. Trust that. All right, I'll check back with you.
So there was another issue with the brakes. They found that the inner cylinder was frozen. So they had to grind it down, which meant it was gonna be more work and more time.
It's a no-go show for now. So, packing up, and I'll check back with you in about another hour, because that right there is definitely causing us to scrub this flight for now. So, as of now, we're not flying, period. So, we'll see. I'll check back with you. All right? Yeah. All right. Last time I checked in was 12 o'clock. It is now 5:30. Still out here. They finally got the airplane put back together, and I still have this to deal with. I just spoke to a pilot, and he was saying that they have all of South Florida locked down because of the way it looks. But look at these guys over there. You see them? And I'm not going up that high. The highest I think I'll go would be 2,500, and that's 2,500 to fly over the top of FLL, Fort Lauderdale, and then into FXE. So we're gonna go out to the runway, do the run up. Everything is good. We're leaving. If the engine still sounds like it did yesterday, then of course we're not going anywhere. Don't want to deal with a sick engine and bad weather. Two bad combinations. I'm going east, and I'm going north, and I'm gonna go northwest to FXE. And they're moving it out for me. Coast Guard guys are going. Let's see how far they go.
Guitar information Charlie, time 2056 Zulu, wind 160 at 11, visibility 10, rain, ceiling broken, 2,800, overcast 7,500, temperature 24, dew point 23, altimeter 29098, remarks, lightning distant east, expect ILS approach, runway 9 left, landing and departing, runways 9 left and right, 12, ground and clearance combined on 120.02. Notice airmen for all IFR departures from Opelika. The Miami 2 departure is no longer in effect. Expect radar vectors to your first fix. Advise on initial contact with information, Charlie.
Well, everything is looking good. Everything's feeling good. I got brakes. And I just request clearance to taxi to the run-up area. Out west is starting to clear up a little bit. Out east, I'm not even sure what that looks like. We'll have to figure that out once we get up. But I'm going to request flight following anyway just to be safe. And, yeah. And open like a tower, Cessna November 73, Hotel Echo.
73 Hotel Echo, Roger.
Ready off at 9 right.
73 Hotel Echo, say your VFR direction of flight.
Eastbound, destination FXE.
73 Hotel Echo, Roger. No delay on the departure, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff, straight out departure crew.
Straight out departure crew, clear for takeoff, 7 Echo Hotel, Hotel Echo.
As usual, I'm always messing up call signs. But what's new? But the engine run-up went fine. The takeoff was uneventful. The engine performed beautifully. The ride was smooth. As I went west, the weather was clearing up. I had no problems with the control tower, controlling agencies. Miami approach was friendly. It was a setup for a great flight. Whether South Florida changes like that, you just have to be ready at all times.
Number 7 to Echo, traffic 12 o'clock in a mile and a half. Northeastbound descending at a 4,000 feet, Boeing 73.
Have visual on traffic, 7 Hotel Echo.
Miami approach was real helpful. They led me out west to avoid some of that activity going on in the east. Unfortunately, going west was leading me towards some showers, but I wasn't concerned. I was going to be entering FXC from the west.
I want to get away from that. Get up straight ahead somewhere. Somebody goes 060, and there's some rain up ahead.
Number 7 Hotel Echo, moderate precipitation about 1 o'clock and 5 miles. Are you able to see underneath that or descend beneath that?
Yes, I'm able to see underneath it, 7 Hotel Echo.
Expect vectors to the airport. It's currently at 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock and about 15 miles. I'll let you know. Let's get a little closer again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hotel Echo, you can descend at your discretion. Fly heading 080, that'll put the airport at 12 o'clock and 10 miles.
All right, heading to 080 and descending, 7 Echo Hotel.
Number 7 Hotel Echo, like I say, a minor precipitation about 2 to 3 miles ahead. You're able to see underneath that and maintain VFR?
Yes, I'm able to maintain VFR.
I really could see the runway from here, but their continuing questioning me, was I able to maintain VFR, kind of got me nervous. But as you can see, the runway's right there, the airport's right there. We can maintain VFR.
Number 7 Hotel Echo, executive at 12 o'clock and 7 miles. Straight ahead, contact the tower 120.9er.
120.9er, 7 Hotel Echo. And executive tower, Cessna number 737 Hotel Echo.
Number 737 Hotel Echo, executive tower. Continue eastbound, so you should see Fort Lauderdale executive in approximately 3 or 4 miles. There is a cell of moderate precipitation at 12 o'clock and continues for 3 miles. Fort Lauderdale executive about 080 heading from your current position and 8 miles.
I have visual on the airport, 73 Echo Hotel, will continue east for now.
737 Hotel, stay there for runway 8,
And that was a clear for landing on 8 for 7 Echo Hotel?
Number 7 Hotel Echo, affirmative, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, 7 Hotel Echo. So, here we go. We are now in the rain. Can I get a wind check for 7 Hotel Echo?
Runway 30 at 8.
130 at 8.
8 at Echo ready. Exit on Golf is a parking.
Exiting off Golf, I'm going to Welljet.
Let's stay off Golf. Contact ground. Have a good day.
Contacting ground. Thank you so much for your help.
All right, we're gonna get it better. We're out. We made it. It's still raining.